ready? So the title of this, and more people are going to be coming in. Marianne's admitting people literally from the restaurant. But okay, the title of this is The 6 Secrets to Going Diamond. Okay. And some of these you guys already know. Some of them might be new, but I just want you to, and we're going to do some interaction too. All right. I am going to be brutally honest about some of these things. Okay. And let me just start by saying that maybe you don't want to go diamond, but maybe you want to have a level of success that is higher in your business than you are right now. And so I just want you to take something from this and apply this to what you do every day. Deal? Okay. All right. Number 1 is that on your journey to diamond, things are going to look off balance. And if you are trying to have everything in your life be perfectly balanced, you're going to end up being super, super frustrated. And what I see, and I wrote down a span of time that I thought that if you really devoted hours to your business and intentionality to your business. And I was like, I really think that someone could get there in this amount of time. But then I scratched out because I'm like, everybody starts at a different place. Everybody starts with a different network, a different skill set, a different mindset, right? So I don't think you have to say like, I have to go diamond in this time frame, but I do think that you have to decide and then say for this amount of time, I'm not going to be taking a lot of breaks. And I wanted to tell you guys that I want to tell you a few things. All right. First of all, consistency is so important, but it's consistency and showing up in a good headspace. Okay. So this is the way I feel like some people run their businesses. They say, we're going on a family vacation. Everybody pack a suitcase. So everybody packs a suitcase and they say, we're driving 9 hours to the beach. 5 hours in, they're like, you know what? We're sore and our butts hurt. So they turn around and they go 3 hours home. And then they're like, you know what? We do want to go to the beach. So then they turn back around and they start driving to the beach again. And that is what I feel like so many people make the mistake in their business. It's like, I'm going to work so hard Monday. And then Tuesday, they're like, don't feel like it. Wednesday, they're like, you know what? I'm going to work my business Thursday. And the inconsistency is killing you. It is killing your business. Someone said to me one time, you know what? I'm going to work 1 hour on Saturday. And I said, it would literally be better for you to work Monday through Saturday, 5 minutes a day than 1 hour on Saturday. People have got to see a little bit of something from you every single day. All right. Okay. This is the next thing I'm going to say is that when I was working so hard every day, there was a season we lived in town where I would drive myself to a coffee shop once a week and I would get myself a cheesecake or a cupcake or something and a coffee. And I would sit in my car and I would eat it in complete silence. And that to me was my reward. It was like, Tricia, you showed up even on the days you didn't feel like it. And so this is your reward. But the thing that I see is that so many people are giving themselves the reward and the freedom before they hit their goals. Okay. And you're getting off track. Like I heard someone say one time, people hit Emerald and they start going shopping. Okay. It's the wrong time. I'm not saying that you don't go out to dinner and you don't celebrate every single rank along the way. Okay. But you have to give it the time to get where you actually want to go. Because if you take the pedal off the metal too soon, it will be so difficult to ever get back. And momentum is hard to start. It is hard to start. Okay. Okay. In the season where it's off balance, number 1, delegate, delegate, delegate. Number 2 is simplify your life. Okay. And number 3 is what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice? What hobbies are you willing to give up? What TV time are you willing to give up in order to reach the dreams and goals for your family? That is number 1. Here is number 2. You guys, we are up to 85 people. I am obsessed. This is amazing. Number 2, this is a non-negotiable. You have to become a people person. Okay. I just today saw another person post, and this person is in plexus. Like, I don't like people. I avoid people. I go in my room and I shut my doors and windows because I don't want to be around people. You guys, this is a people business. Okay. When you show up around people, like, look, for those of you who know me, who have been with me at convention and everything, I don't love crowds. Okay. That's just the truth. But guess what? We can have something not be our preference and also know that in order to be the best version of ourselves, we have to change and grow, which means that I show up at convention and I am there to serve. Okay. And the more of a team you have and the more leaders you have, okay, you're going to have to be stretched outside of your comfort zone. So if you are like, yes, Tricia, but I'm an introvert, I'm like, I get that. I do. But also, this is a people business. Okay. Number one, we are here to serve. Number two, we are here to be curious about other people. Number three, you are here to ask questions about other people's lives. Number four, you are there to relate to them. How can you relate to other people? And number five is how can you resist the urge to make the sudden judge? I actually did the opposite of what I'm saying last week. I met someone for the first time and I honestly wasn't that nice to her. This is really embarrassing because I prejudged her. Like she did something that I thought was a little bit off and I judged her. And then I got to know her better and I got to hear her story and I felt so embarrassed and ashamed. And since then, like, we've been talking because I was like, I prejudged this person without hearing their life and their story. Okay. That is what we are here to do. We are here to find out about other people. And people say to me, like, Tricia, how do I get my team to sell? You don't get your team to sell. You pour in your time to them. And guess what? You build up trust. And then, of course, they want to share with other people because you have shown them the example. Okay. All right. That is number two. This is a skill set. I don't want you guys excusing. Oh, can I repeat those five? Of course I can, Erica. Okay. You are here to serve, be curious, ask questions, relate, and don't prejudge. Those are the five things. Okay. And you guys can get better at this. The more you do this, the better you're going to get at it. Don't just say, well, that might be for Tricia, that might be for Kinley, that might be for Emily, that might be for Brittany. That's not for me. It can be for you. Okay. Number three, you are going to have to make trade-offs in this business. Okay. So here's my example. In 2020, I had, I think, 4, maybe 5 rubies and senior rubies quit around the election because they said, I can't stand to be on social media watching all the election stuff go down and hearing all and it's, messing with all the things. And I said, again, I get that. But is it worth your family's financial future to maybe mute a few people, maybe unfollow a few people, maybe set up some boundaries about how much time you spend on Facebook? Is it worth it? Okay, it's a trade-off. There are times, I was just talking to someone in Minnesota about this. There are times that there are so many challenges that come in our business and they come in through our phone. They come in through our phone 99% of the time. And there are times the customers are doing XYZ and people are getting upset and all the drama and all the things. And I feel like taking my phone and throwing it off my porch or in the lake or in the creek, right? But if I had done that, every time I felt like doing that, we would be living in a dumpy house in town with no land. What is the trade-off that you are willing to make? 100% set up boundaries, okay? But also be willing to make the sacrifices because your dreams are worth it. Okay, that is number 3. Here is number 4. Urgency and deadlines are your BFF. Urgency and deadlines, okay? And I understand that in this business, like, we don't have the deadlines and the clock in and the clock out that other businesses have. And I get that there's so much freedom to that, 100%, okay? But every single end of month is a deadline. It's a deadline that says, we just determined our own paycheck, right? But I would even do deadlines and urgency throughout the month, like do mini ends of month throughout the month. And how to do that is, this is how many orders we need every single day, right? Like, all right, let's do an easy example. Someone needs 30 orders. They've got 30 days in the month. Can we do 1 order a day? That's very, very simplified. But how can we present urgency to every single day and a deadline every single day and do like several end of months? Like, how can you run a team challenge or You guys get creative. All right. I'm going to give you guys a social experiment. Okay. There are 6 people. I have actually seen this happen many times. There are 6 people. The 6 people look at the month of April. 3 of them say, you know what? I'm going to go for a re-rank. I'm going to go for, I'm just hopefully going to hit the same points I hit last month. Then we've got the other 3 people that say, I'm going to go for something really big and scary that I probably can't hit. And me, as their sponsor, looks at their points and says, you know what? You probably can't hit that. All 6 end the month of April. I bet you guys could guess. How do you think it ends for these 6 people? The 3 people who said, you know what, we're just going to try to have a good month. We're not going to go for anything. We're not going to set a goal. They will all, almost 99% of the time, they will go backwards. The 3 people who say, we're going to go for something that's probably out of reach, that's going to be a little bit scary, that's going to be outside of comfort zone, even if they do not hit, like I said, 99% of the time, they will be seeing highest points ever. Why? Because they set a big, scary goal, they got their team behind them, and they put that urgency and that deadlines in place. All right? That is number 4. All right. I feel like this is a lot. Are you guys hanging in there? We good? Okay. All right. We're going to get into some interaction. You guys ready? All right, number 5 is you have to personally grow. Consistency is not enough. I am not the person I was in 2016. I'm not the person that I was in 2018. I'm not the person that I was last year. You cannot say, I will just keep going and that will be enough. That is not enough. You have to personally grow. You have to face your insecurities. You have to face your fears. The only way that you can coach your team is if you are personally growing and facing your fears and your insecurities. Okay? You can't tell your team, you know what, you got to go be vulnerable and bold today. You have to go be vulnerable and bold today, right? Okay. This is what we're going to do. So I want you guys, exactly, Jennifer. This is what I want you guys to do. I want you to picture 1 year from now. There's zero judgment, all right? Like I don't care what you guys say. I want you just to visualize this in your own mind. 1 year from now, where do you want to be? I want you to put it in the comments. 1 year from now, April 2026. Where do you guys want to be? Wow. Guys, this is amazing. Okay. Whew. This is good stuff, you guys. All right, so this is what you want. Now we're gonna bring it back to the hard stuff. Are you guys ready? When you picture yourself 1 year from now at that rank, what are the things? Let's just do 3. What are the 3 things about you? Take the team out of it. What are the 3 things about you, about your attributes, your personality, not even your personality, who you are as a person? What are the 3 things that you think would have to change in order for you to be there 1 year from now? Okay. These are really good, guys. I'm seeing a lot of mindset, boldness, confidence, discipline, get rid of self-doubt, more vulnerability, consistency, fear of putting yourself out there. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to do. This is your homework, okay? And then we're going to go to number 6. This is your homework. Are you guys ready? I want you guys to take Post-it notes or draw in your mirror, whatever. And I want you to take what you just said in the chat and I want you to turn it into 3 statements. I am, I can, and I will. That's what you guys are going to do, okay? And in fact, I want you to take a screenshot of it and then send it to your sponsor. So your sponsor sees that you did it. And the reason I'm saying this is because our thoughts and the words that we speak over our business can be so destructive and negative when we're saying things like, I can't, I'm not. So what I want you guys to do is do the opposite of that. Okay? I am confident. I am doing these things. I will be this. Okay? And it's not even about a rank and it's not about an amount of money. It is about who you are on the inside. Everyone get that? Okay. All right. Here is number 6. Here is number 6 is challenges. So when I started, I'm going to go through these again, guys. When I started, I said, here are the 6 secrets to going diamond. And there's more, but here's 6, right? Number 1 is off balance. Things are going to be off balance. That's just the truth of it. Number 2 is become a people person. Number 3 is accept that there are going to be trade-offs. Number 4 is urgency and deadlines are your BFF. Number 5 is personally grow. And number 6 is how do you respond to challenges? And many years ago, all the diamonds went on stage. You've probably heard this story before. And Tara Robinson said to the crowd, thousands in the crowd, what is the difference between all the diamonds here on stage and everyone else in the audience, right? And he said, not to argue with him, but he said, these diamonds have heard the word no more than anyone else here in this room. And I agree. I agree with that. They have faced more rejection. They've heard the word no more. But this is what I'm going to add to it, okay? Diamonds do not give up. They do not give up. We have the same drama, the same rejection, the same hardships, the same low days, the same valleys as anybody else in that room. But we are willing to do 2 things. Number 1 is not give up. And number 2 is we are committed to getting better. We're not like, you know what? I just have a bad mindset and it's raining outside and my knee hurts. And so that's just my lot in life. No, you're committed to getting better and not giving up. So those 2 things are huge. Okay. There is no challenge that does not have a solution. There is no challenge. And people are constantly saying, well, you don't know what I go through. You don't know my situation. You don't know how few hours in a day I have to work. You don't know that I have to take care of 7 kids all by myself or whatever. All the things, okay? I'm in the car all the time. I never am able to sit and concentrate. Like, I feel like I've heard everything. There is no challenge that does not also have a solution. I guarantee you, of the 297 diamonds, or however many there are right now, there is at least one diamond who has literally gone diamond, living the exact same excuse that is holding you back. Okay? All right. When you're facing a challenge, you have a few options. Number 1 is spiral. Number 2 is shut down. Number 3 is this challenge is preparing me for the next thing. This challenge is making me stronger for the next thing. Because there are pretty much only a few things guaranteed in this business, okay? Attrition, people quitting, right? And number 2 is rank ups. So you can choose to sit in the challenges, you can choose to sit in the attrition, or you can choose to sit in this is preparing me, this is making me stronger, I am now ready for the next challenge, okay? Those are the 6 things, and here's a bonus thing. Here's a bonus thing, guys. And then we're gonna do one more little thing, and then we're gonna get off, okay? Here's my last thing, this is my bonus thing, okay? Is that you guys have to be in more conversations than you could possibly imagine. Because I think some people are talking to 1 to 2 people a day, if that, and they think they're working their business, I want you to actually count how many people are you talking to every single day. And I'm going to give you a little tiny secret. It needs to be a lot more. If you can count it, or if you have a follow-up page that has like 5 names or even worse, like no names, you guys, you are in trouble. Your business is guaranteed to fail. Okay? I'm going to give you a peek behind my day, and then I'm going to talk about seasons for a second. Okay? I woke up this morning. I did not actually wake up early, but I knew yesterday I wrote up a list of the things that I had to do first thing when I woke up. Okay? The first thing that I did when I woke up was I had made a reel where I said, this actually worked really well, so you guys should try it. I said, guess my middle name correctly, and you're entered to win a free product. Okay, so what I did, I think there were 14 people who guessed my middle name. Okay, I messaged all of them first thing this morning. That was the first thing that I did, was I messaged all of them and I was like, hey, oh my goodness, thank you so much for entering my giveaway. While I'm choosing the winner, I'm trying to establish which product would be good to give away. So do you mind letting me know your health goals? Some replied, some didn't. I would say most ghosted. Okay. So then what I did is I actually chose a winner and I messaged her. Okay. Then what I did is I went back to my 14 people and I said, hey, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry you weren't the person chosen, but I am going to send you some samples in the mail. Let me know. Oh, and I sent over like a little, drink sheet and then whatever, right? And I said, from these samples, I said, I can't guarantee you that I'm going to send you exactly what you want, but kind of let me know what of these looks the most interesting to you and I'll see what I have on hand. At that point, my rate of people opening and replying went up like to 80, 90%. Okay. Then I'm doing a handwritten note. So now I have all their names, all their handles. Okay. That took time. Okay. Here's the second thing I did was I get permission from people below me who are not working to message their level ones. So what I did today was I have some people who it's not that they're not working, but I just got permission to kind of talk to their people. All right, guys, how many people? I already told you about the 14. I want you to guess how many other people in my back office I personally sent a one-on-one message to this morning before 7:40 a.m. I want you to write it in the comments. How many people do you think I messaged? 100, 153, 40, 100. 60, 58, 200. Well, okay, Emily, that would have been amazing. 245. Okay, 85. 85. So I wrote to my 14 people and then I wrote to 85 other people in my back office. Okay. Hi, I'm Tricia. I know that I already met you through so and so, who's your sponsor, right? Just wanted to connect. I'm a homeschooling mom of XYZ. Is there anything I can help you with right now? Okay. I got a bunch of responses. Do you know what that means? That means that then all day long, I was in so many conversations. I get asked all the time, and I'm only giving you guys this example. Tomorrow's going to look totally different. Totally different. I'm not going to wake up and message those 85 people because I did that this morning. So I don't want you to get off this call and be like, oh my goodness, Tricia wakes up every single morning and message 85 people for 7:40 a.m. No, that's what I did today. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to figure out what I need to do tomorrow. Okay. But what I'm saying is, if you are overthinking, then you are not in action. If you are like, oh my goodness, no one's messaging me back today, then you need to go message probably another 100 people. Because if you go message all of your old customers, tell them about Save 25, like, you know what I'm saying? And I also want you to know that every season looks different. I was not doing this last month. I did not message all these people last month. I was doing other things last month. Okay. This month, I'm doing something different based off what my team needs and what my personal business needs. So every single day does not need to look the same, but every single day needs to be massive action. Does that make sense? Everyone get it? All right, guys, it's 8:54. You are never, ever, 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 ever running out of people to approach. Guys, I'm going to address this. I don't even know who said it, and you don't need to tell me who said it, but I want to address this because this is not true. This is not true. Okay. There are millions of people on Instagram. There are millions of people on Instagram. Everything is figure outable. Everything is figure outable. Okay? If you have a question, go Google it. Go ask ChatGPT. There are answers to every single question you have. Okay? You will never, ever, ever run out of people to talk to if you say to your brain every single day, the world is an ocean full of so many people that there is no way I could possibly talk to the number of people that I wish I could talk to today. Wake up every single day and say that, and you will never, ever run out of people to talk to. All right. This is how we're going to end. You guys ready? I want all of you to write one thing alone, one that you are taking away from this call, and I want you to put it in the comments. Yep. You guys, you don't need another training. You don't need another podcast. You don't need to do all the things. You need to get better by getting into massive action. You need to fail forward, stop overthinking, get into action. You guys have one half of this month left. Okay. Reach for the moon and have your actions match that. Can we guys do that? This is what I want you guys to do. I want you to write in the chat right now and say, I'm going to do this. Commit to it. I am going to do this. I can do this. Yeah, you are. I am so proud of you all. All right, you guys, that's it. We will talk to you later. Goodbye.